Hey guys, and welcome back. This video is brought to you by HIPAA. They were kind enough to send me a part for a weed eater that I was having trouble finding the parts for. Didn't want to go OEM. They reached out to me a little while ago saying, hey, if you had any issues, give them a call. I gave them a call. Here it is, maintenance kit for the, this is a Troy-Bilt with Jumpstart TB32EC. So we are going to tune it up. Let me get you set up in the camera and we'll break into it right now. Okay, in the box from HIPAA360.com, we have got a new carburetor, 2 new gaskets, a spark plug made by Savior, 2 fuel filters, 2 air filters, 2 more fuel purge bulbs, and then 2 sets or 1 set of fuel line. The black is the return and the gold is the feed. So let's go ahead and get into it. Find a way to steady this a little bit better. Okay, first thing we're going to do, take off the air cover. I'm going to find out what type of screws. They are Torx and flat blade. So let me break out my Torx. Yeah, I'll just break out my flat blade. It is Christmas Eve, about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas. Bolt 1, bolt 2, cover, carb, fuel. And I'm sorry, I was backwards on that. The black line is your pickup line, and the gold line is your return line back to the tank. As you can see there, when you squeeze the primer bulb that just cracked. So what I'm looking for now is a really thin screwdriver or a pick, and I've got a pick. We're just gonna get underneath this fuel line here, break the seal on it, and it comes right off just like that. So that is our old carburetor. We will set off to the side. And while we have it off to the side, we can just do some compare and contrast. Looks identical, except there's no spring here. The spring is there, no spring here. High side and low side are both in the same location. Bottom looks virtually identical. All looks the same. Looks the same. Couple little odd features here. This one has a pulse line, this one doesn't. So we'll see how well it picks up the fuel, how fast it starts, and so on and so forth. Because this is a 4-stroke engine instead of a 2-stroke. So we'll get instant feedback as to how quickly it will start on the 4-stroke fuel versus going with 2-stroke fuel. I'm gonna pause you here and clean up this bracket piece and be right back. Just for accountability purposes, I did have to take the tank off in order to replace the fuel lines. It's gonna be a booger to do. I'm gonna do that off camera. It only took 2 screws. They were in the bottom of the weed eater. 2 Phillips head screws go in the bottom, hold the tank in. The tank can be moved forward and backward in the slots that those screws go into. But it's dirty. I got to clean it up in the parts washer real quick, and then drain the fuel and get the fuel lines replaced. Be right back. All right, that was an ordeal. What I find with these aftermarket hoses and gas lines and stuff is sometimes you do have to drill out just a little bit the hole to get the gas line to fit properly, okay? You still want it snug. You still have to get your hemostats to pull the line through, get your fuel hose or your fuel filter on, and then pump it, or you then drop it into the center of the tank, okay? But for the most part, you do have to open these up just a hair, or you're never gonna get the lines through. Additionally, what I do is I take the end of the line and I put a 45-degree cut in it, and that's my starter. I start the 45-degree angle in, and then twist and turn until it all goes in, and then keep twisting and pushing and pushing and pushing until I can get it with my 45-degree, these are about 33-degree hemostats. They're curved hemostats is what you can order them on Amazon for. But these make great grabbing pliers for getting gas lines in these tiny little tanks. So let me get this tank back on, and we'll get back to reconnecting everything up. All right, got the fuel tank mounted. I'm leaving the fuel lines long, and usually what I do is I cut and attach them once the carburetor is installed. So we're going to take the carburetor. I've already got my washer here, or my gasket. First things first, install the throttle control. Actually, what should be first things first is getting the plate on with the diaphragm, or with the gasket. This sits upwards like this, and then we put a screw in the top. Come on now, find your home. There you go. Christmas here in Louisiana includes a lot of fireworks, and I hear them going off already. All right, so I've got this assembled. I'm gonna go ahead and attach my throttle throttle cable, push everything together, and assemble. I mean, it's that simple with these HIPAA carburetors. You don't have to tear the carburetor down, boil it, and ultrasonic it, and then wait for a rebuild kit, and then put the kit in and get the bulb, and then get the bulb separately, and all that jazz. It's all inclusive. Everything is in one simple to use and easy to use kit. It's just nice. So here is my choke. That's full choke, partial choke, or half choke, and then wide open. Throttle works. Before I go any further, now I'm going to go ahead and work on the fuel lines. And as I do so, I'm going to go ahead and turn you off because my hands are going to be in the way the whole time anyway. Next thing, we're going to fire it up. Okay. Maybe I jumped the gun a little. Just installed the air filter, got the fuel lines cut and installed up here. You can see them right there. Fuel lines are cut and installed, no major bends, no kinks in the plastic. They're all set and fit, they fit good. I installed the new air filter that came with the HIPAA tune-up kit into the cover. So this is ready to go back on. And then we got to do the spark plug. You are out of frame. Bring up the frame a little bit. Now generally, I do not throw away spark plugs. I clean them up and reuse them on occasion. This one is in virtually perfect shape. It has had very, very little use. But in order to check out this savior plug and find out if it's any good, I'm going to risk it. Oh, and it changed diameter on me. Too big. Too small. I bet this one is just right. There we go. Yep. All right. 3/4. Okay, splash a little fuel in it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, to start, press 10 times. Move lever to setting 1. Squeeze throttle, steps through 4/8. Okay, so I gotta squeeze the throttle. So open the throttle and pull 5 times. Move lever to 2, pull 3 to 5 times to start the engine. Holy crap, it's a lot of pulling. Throttle open. Ah, there we go. I'm sure that trash can doesn't get cut. Move it to 2. That's a good sound. That's a real good sound for a brand new carb. Hate that it takes so long to start it, but it is a 4-stroke. So back at 1, back to 2, back to 1. All right, let's work on it a little more. We'll tune up this carb and get it going, but it is running, and it's running on the brand new carb. So if you like this video, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit the alerts button to get all my new videos. Additionally, I would like to thank HIPAA 360 once again for providing the new carburetor. It looks like it's turned out very, very well. We will get it going in no time. If this is your first time on the channel, we appreciate your business. We appreciate you looking. Once again, idle hands are the devil's playthings. You have a great day.